Highly intelligent people are good at being attuned to the needs and feelings of others. They're typically sensitive to those in need and interested in learning more about people. A 2016 study published in the British Journal of Psychology suggests that smarter people tend to derive less satisfaction than most people do from socializing. They're comfortable alone. Studies have shown that swearing may display a more intelligent use of language, as an added feature that an articulate speaker can use to maximize communication effectiveness. A well-developed sense of self signals a high level of intelligence. This is because a strong self-identity typically means you feel secure in who you are and where your skills lie. Displaying an insatiable curiosity has been linked with a high IQ, which makes sense as it's connected with a passion for learning. Highly intelligent people spend more time concerned with what they're observing than what they're presenting. Intelligence can show up in a physical context too. High bodily kinesthetic intelligence can result in better coordination. You may also remember patterns of movement and replicate them without much effort. One might think of intelligence and creativity as mutually exclusive, as they're controlled by opposite sides of the brain. However, people with high IQs actually use both qualities together to achieve their goals. Worrying could suggest greater intelligence. Research from 2015 supports a link between verbal intelligence and a tendency to worry. High levels of anxiety have also been linked with high IQ levels, and while people tend to look at anxiety as a negative trait, it helps to recognize and respond to danger. However, unchecked anxiety can have a negative impact on relationships and overall well-being, so don't hesitate in talking to a professional if you're struggling. In 2012, researchers from the Netherlands found that people thrive intellectually in a cluttered environment. The disorganization forces the brain to focus more. After their opinion is settled on, intelligent people aren't likely to be swayed. They've already made a considered and calculated choice, which they'll usually stick with. The Dunning-Kruger effect started with the discovery that the most competent students underestimated their competence because they found the tasks easy, while less competent students overestimated their competence greatly. Many smart people love to get lost in a good book. Plus, reading itself has been proven to increase intelligence. Generally speaking, people with high emotional intelligence can recognize complex emotions and understand how they affect one's choices and behavior. Strong interpersonal skills also indicate intelligence, such as being skilled at conflict resolution. Adaptability is a key component of intelligence. It means you're able to adjust to new situations or changing events, which signals resilience too. Psychological research supports the idea that intelligence depends on being able to change your own behaviors in order to cope more effectively with your environment. Smart people don't close themselves off to new ideas or opportunities. That is partly due to the fact that they won't accept things at face value and prefer to look at evidence from all sides first. Some psychologists suggest that people with higher IQs are more giving because they generally have greater resources and can expect to recover what they have given later on. They also tend to be more concerned with the public good and joint benefits. Research has shown that people with higher IQs can curb impulses better by planning, setting goals, and considering consequences. Being smart is about thinking differently. Highly intelligent people question the status quo and the old ways of doing things, which is how they find the best solutions. In 2011, a study from the University of New Mexico found that comedy writers had high verbal intelligence scores. A follow-up study found the same in stand-up comedians. Perhaps surprisingly, a 2017 study found that people who score higher on tests of verbal and non-verbal intelligence are most likely to enjoy and understand dark humor. While dog people are more likely to be active and social, some psychologists suggest that cat people tend to have higher IQs, as well as being more introverted and sensitive. The late nights and later mornings lifestyle is often seen as the antithesis to success, but some psychologists suggest that night owls tend to be smarter. A study by Norway's National Institute of Occupational Health suggests that the eldest children are usually the smarter ones, not because of their genes, but because of how they are raised. Contrary to the idea that it's a sign of madness, talking to oneself is actually a sign of a high IQ. Plus, it helps boost memory.